मार्तो महा श्रीचैतन्य महाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्रादर न परः. Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome all the devotees, and we are continuing the Arjuna's discussions on the Gita. So let us go ahead and just yeah, it's fine. यद्यप्येन पश्यन्ति लोभोपहत चेतसा कुलक्षयं कृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम् कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः पापादस्मान् निवर्तितुम् कुलक्षयं कृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दनः. Saying Krishna, these guys, they are out of greed, they are not able to see the danger in destroying the Kula family dynasty. But Prapashadbir, we are able to see the dangers in destroying the family. Why should we who know the dangerous effects of destroying the family indulge in war? And they are not able to see because of greed, but we are not like that. Why should we war? They want to war, that's okay. Why should we war? So now, so Arjuna first talked about compassion. I should show compassion to them. Then he talked about I will not get enjoyment. But from this point on, a very important thing is going to come up, that Arjuna is talking about dharma. You will see now. Kulakshay pranashyanti kuladharma sanatanah dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharmo vivatyuta. So two times this word dharma is used. Kulakshay pranashyanti kuladharma sanatana dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharmo vivatyuta. Adharma also word three times. Two times dharma positively, one time adharma negatively. So we'll see now in succeeding verses, dharma is used many, many times. That means this book is about dharma. Not only just ordinary dharma, full dharma, varna dharma, ashram dharma, but about Bhagavad dharma that we see. Here Arjuna is saying, well, Kula dharma is sanatan. So one devotee comments that Arjuna is an illusion. Kula dharma is not sanatan. Of course, Kula dharma is important in the sign that husband should take care of wife and like that, family. All this comes in Kul dharma, family dharma. But that is not sanatan. When you change body, that your duties towards your family, they also change. Sanatan is Bhagavad dharma. Another Acharya says that he is referring to it as Sanatan because of the tradition which is passed in the family dynasty. Like his forefathers, like you have heard about, like, if you want to play some, like, learn classical music, so there are houses or gharana, they call them. So in that gharana, you get the knowledge, whether be it Ayurveda. There is one famous Ayurvedic Vaidya, and his father treated Prabhupada, so he's in Vrindavan and he's quite famous. So like that, gharana, they learn in the home. So therefore, he's referring to it as Sanatanaha. So there are three things here. There is ashram dharma, there is varna dharma, and there is kula dharma. Ashram dharma is brahmachari, grihastha, vanprastha, and sannyas. And there is varna dharma, brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, and shudra. And then kula is within a particular varna. Let us say within kshatriyas also, each family is having some specific set of rules. Like there are gradations even in the Brahmana community. There are gradations in the Kshatriya community also. So Kula Dharma is referring to that subdivision within the broader division of Kshatriya class. So especially in our family, Arjuna is saying, if you will destroy the members, so our family, some specific set of rules or yagyas we would do, that will get Kulakshay pranashyanti Kula Dharma. Dharma nashte, and as soon as dharma is destroyed, Krishnam adharmam nivarti. See, anyone who comes to this material world is more or less criminal. Anyone who comes here, except for the, of course, the devotees, pure devotees who are sent by Krishna. So people are in general criminals. So there is a particular process kept by the Lord through the system of parampara, through descending, that anyone, even if the soul is sinful, then he gets good sanskaras, and then he may turn out to be a religious man. Just as automatically at the sunset, darkness arises. If in the family dharma is not taught, immediately people become irreligious. There is always a fight going on between religion and religion. If you don't read Gita, if you don't chant Hare Krishna, automatically you are irreligious. This is what Arjuna is referring to. There is lot of efforts are required to make someone a good human being, dharmic human being. But now, because we are destroying the kula, so therefore the kula dharma is destroyed. Therefore, in the family there will be a religion, kulam. So kulam, Prabhupada specifically refers here to as mm, yeah. So yeah. So he is specifically referring about children here. On the death of the elder members, such family traditions of purification will stop, and the remaining younger family members may develop irreligious habits, thereby lose their chance for spiritual salvation. Yeah, so that's they say like that. So small children. So there are almost 16 samskaras, which the father does for his dependents, wife and children. So Arjuna is saying, if we are Kshatriyas, we kill the father, Kshatriya is killed. So his children may not be able to undergo, just like, Upnayan Sanskar, Gayatri Sanskar may not happen, or spiritual name giving ceremony, Vivaha Sanskar. Vivaha Sanskar is not only to just somehow get them married. That's not the point. Vivaha Sanskar is much more deep. Till the girl or boy does not attain marriageable age, he is protected also from indulging in irreligion. That completes the vivaha sanskar. Not like today you just leave your boys and girls in the street and somehow you just get them married. It's not like that. They very carefully protect their daughter, their son, so that they may not indulge in irreligion. That parents took it as a very great responsibility in earlier times. So currently our society is in chaos, and the most chaos is unfortunately in the Hindu families. Hari, even these Muslims, they take great care and send their sons to madrasa. They get trained up. Christians take great pain and teach them Bible like that. But somehow or other, this Hindu dharma is totally collapsed, and parents don't worry at all about teaching their sons in the spiritual values of life. Therefore, we find this declining Sanatana Dharma religion for a long, long time. And similarly, Vidya, Raman, and like there's so many sanskaras there. So that Arjuna is telling that. So the younger generations, the father, we kill the father, the sons, the small children, they will be misled. He said, not only that, Krishna. So not only we are killing father, but children will also be not able to practice dharma. अधर्माभिव कृष्णा प्रवृद्धुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रिया स्त्रीषु दुष्टाषु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्ण संकरः. Again, he's saying, don't think, Krishna, that it will stop in the children. It will go long way. So now, see, this kind of thought process is very, very deep. Arjuna is not simply thinking of the immediate, he's thinking of very far-sighted reach. Earlier he said that Nacha Shreyo, I do not see a long-term future. Now he's telling Krishna that how so much destruction will happen. Adharma abhivavat. When there is adharma prominent in the then pradushanti kula striya. Kula is, the husband is gone, then the wives or the daughters they may they may become polluted. They may become polluted in many ways. Like Brahmanas are supposed to protect the society by teaching good value, but Brahmanas cannot enforce laws, or they don't enforce laws. So they are practically useless without the help of Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas are the executors. Brahmanas are like lawmakers. So what lawmaker will do if there is no execution? So he's saying if we finish off the executors, Kshatriyas are finished. So then who will get the power? Mlechas, Yavanas, outcast people, they will get power. And when they get power, then they will abuse women in so many ways. And women also not getting protection from uh, their husband or whatever, their father. So they will, anyways, I already told you everyone has a tendency to be irreligious and they will think it's all right, which is so much prominent in the society today. Just this thing, just to get some money, they are ready to sell their whole body. Their what Bollywood is all about. So they will feel I'm getting money, and what's the harm? This and when Istri, the women are dushta, they become polluted. Varshniya or the Vrishni is a dynasty. So Arjuna wants to point out that Krishna, you are protecting your dynasty very carefully, and why you are intent on destroying my dynasty? Kurus and Pandavas. So that's the meaning of word here. Jayate Varna Sankaraha. And then the population which will be born is Varna Sankaraha. Varna is caste, or and Shankar means mixed, mixed or unwanted. Varna Shankar, mixed or unwanted. Mixed means they don't follow the rules of their Varnas. They are unwanted progeny. So Arjuna is pointing out to a very serious flaw in the society. That is how good soul is brought in this world. So great science. Modern people have no idea of that. So generally, I anyways told you that anyone more or less who comes here, they are criminals. So then nowadays people think of unwanted progeny means they didn't want to produce child, but somehow contraceptive did not work and child came out. So that they refer to as unwanted progeny. But here Arjuna is not referring to that as Varnashankar. Varnashankar means one with a poor consciousness or one with a perverted mindset. Girl or boy is born with a perverted mindset, and that is the meaning what Arjuna is referring to as Varnashankar. If they are good people, then there is no unwanted progeny. But if they are bad, even one, then that is Varnashankar. So it's a great science how a proper soul is brought in this world, and it depends a lot on the mother and father. There is a first samskar, Garbhadan samskar. Depends a lot on the mother and father, which kind of soul they will attract to be born in this world. So here Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, he says this book. It is quite possible because the whole society is made up of Varna Sankaraha. It's quite possible that whole society is made of Varna Sankara. Children begotten in lust. John Lennon is a famous American. He observed that most children are born over a bottle of whiskey on Saturday night. The degraded consciousness of such unwanted byproducts is unimaginable. Born in the mode of ignorance, They are totally blind to the necessity of sense control. They are constantly involved in all kinds of abominable activities, considering them quite normal, and never for a moment imagine that the reactions to sinful activity are the cause of all chaos in human society. So, so, so there is a great science how to bring out good population. That's called Garbhadan Sanskar. So, like if the father and mother they combine in mode of passion, then the soul which will be born, it will be in the mode of passion. If the father and mother are in tamoguna, just like we read from Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, children are born over Saturday night or beer bottle, so that then the consciousness will be unimaginable what kind of perverted or sadist mindset they will carry and think horrible things to be normal. What's the deal? They will think like that. So, on the other hand, if the father and mother they worship the Supreme Lord, and like so many examples are there in the scriptures. When Arjuna was born, before that, Kunti and this thing Pandu they did penance for 1 year. They did a lot of austerities for 1 year. And a counter examples of the Hiranyakashipu, how he was born, how Ravana was born, how Kansa was born. So many examples are there. We find everywhere it is like. It's a great science. And so now somebody may say, you know, anyways, if uh, bad population is going to come, so how does it matter where it is going to be placed? No, no, no. That's just like saying, uh, uh, like anyways, criminals will be born. Why they should not be born in my home? Yeah, its time is like that. Criminals will be born, but we can avoid bringing criminals in our home. Who wants a thief or a murderer or a person who is beating his mother and father, exploiting his daughter, father, mother? Who wants to bring such a soul in his home? So therefore, please make it a point. It's a very serious sanskar, how to bring good population. And you may say, Prabhuji, they have their karma and they are being born like that. What can I do? No, 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 it's not like that. By devotion to the Supreme Lord, you can change your destiny. Like if a father is supposed to get a son who is going to, like, he was the previous life's enemy, so he's going to come in your home, something like that. So you can change the destiny by praying to the Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord will change your karma. Instead, a good soul will come. That's the meaning. So, like, this is quite relevant in the society, and especially for grahasthas. At least we should know. Prabhupada has told us so much. You see what Prabhupada is telling you. Uh, Such population, at least, so when this population comes up, what happens is um, unwanted children flood the human race at the risk of war and pestilence. Unwanted children flood the human race. So the human race, maximum children will be unwanted, and what they will do when more of these children born, the risk of war will increase. The risk of corona like diseases, epidemic, they will increase. So it's not only for the person involved. One may say, why to discuss? It's for entire society. Arjuna wants to say. So let's practice nicely. And if somebody gets the opportunity to bring soul to this world, let's bring a good soul, and that will bring happiness to you and will bring happiness to the whole society. Otherwise, these kind of children, those are unwanted children, they will, just imagine 100 ghost are released. Now you go out, or 100 serial criminals are released from the jail. They will do tawahi. That's what Arjun is trying to point out. Now this purport is something which may create, I don't know what they call troll. This purport is something like that which may start troll. Prabhupada says here that according to Chanakya Pandit, women are generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. In the current societal structure, this statement may cause war or something very thing. So that has to be understood properly. So how women are not very intelligent? So if you see from the point of view of soul, uh, so if you see from the point of view of soul, so every soul is like equally. So soul is neither male or female. So from the soul points of view, intelligence level is same. And from the body point of view, if you say, then women excel in so many fields, especially in this thing where like a lot of cramming is there. MBBS, so many girls get first rank. So, this thing medical colleges are filled, and in so many ways they are quite competent, and they can outdo men also. In many ways they do. So in what way they are less intelligent? Soul they are same, body they are same, but the connection of the soul with the body, that is something which scriptures are talking about. So intelligence is talked about in various levels. Here Krishna is pointing out that women in general have more bodily consciousness. Everyone is having bodily consciousness, but women in general, they have more bodily consciousness. Like their entire this thing existence depends on so much how they dress themselves up and how they do makeup, and like it's an undeniable fact. So that is what. So one aspect of the knowledge is to understand I am the soul, I am not the body, and which is little more in men is understanding, or little less in woman. So therefore, generally they are less intelligent. But as soon as they start reading Gita, they start chanting the holy name, then they become equal. Then those who are devotees, then you cannot read that no, women are less intelligent. You cannot say. That is only like like in the ordinary sense when they are materialistic consciousness. And sometimes Prabhupada would use arguments, and like sometimes you use argument that uh, woman's brain is less, therefore they are less intelligent. But subsequent research pointed out that actually it's not always the case that woman's brain is less. Like the brain size depends on the body size also. So men generally have big body. Big body means big brain. Small body means small brain. And the ratio if you calculate, women may have more brain also. Ratio, body size to brain size. So that may be more in women also. So now what happened is, see, Pratyaksha and Anuman are used to substantiate Shabda. Pratyaksha and Anuman Praman are used to substantiate Shabda Praman. So this is a Shabda Praman that they have more bodily identification. That's a fact. Now Prabhupada was substantiating that statement by Pratyaksha Praman. That is, he heard when he was in Scottish Church College from a Christian professor that woman's brain is less, so therefore they are less intelligent. So Prabhupada was quoting that authority, which was at that time, the whatever Pratyaksha Praman. But now somebody else is the authority, and they have whatever they are saying that the brain substance is, there is no correlation like that. And another point is the brain indicative of intelligence? Somebody may have a little less brain, but he may be more intelligent. So there is no direct correlation between the brain and the intelligence also. So therefore, like the principles are eternal, but the examples, they may be sometimes used as a Pratyaksha or Anuman Praman. Therefore, we have to understand things clear. And Prabhupada is also quoting Chanakya Pandit as authority here. But Chanakya Pandit is not spiritual authority. He quotes him for social and moral reasons. So therefore, everyone needs protection, and women also need protection. they need little more protection because like their uh, sentimentality is more, which Prabhupada says is not bad because they can very easily take to religion also, and which helps to take care of children also very nicely. But they can be misled more easily than many. They don't so much rationally think. But to understand Shastras, rational intelligence is helpful, which is comparatively more in men. Therefore, women need protection from men. Mm. And so both children and women require protection by the elder members of the family. So therefore, he is saying here, Arjun is saying, if I kill the father, then there will be nobody to protect the mother and the daughter. And naturally, when anyone has free time, then what do you do? What your mind proposes, when you have free time. So same thing Arjuna is saying. So it's a duty that everyone should be engaged. Nobody should be free. Different family tradition should always engage them. Always understand. Different family traditions should always engage them. Or mind is also like a child. So mind also is to protect you. Please protect your mind. Save your mind. And then women will freely mix, and then Varna Shankar will come, and whole society is in chaos. Yeah, so he told effect on children above, he told effect on women, and women will become ignorant because they are not educated, and they will think I can indulge in adultery, which is going on so much now. Selling body was never a profession in the olden times. Nowadays, every billboard practically is selling woman's body. Whole Bollywood is simply geared to sell, and what to talk of the pornography, which is 40% of the revenue of the US. 40% of the 40-50% of the 30-40% of the internet is dominated by those sites. So therefore, these are all symptoms that the people are Varana Shankara. They are not able to give protection to wives and children. Therefore, as devotees, we should learn and we should act in such a way that we give protection in the family. Sankaro naraka yeva kulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitra hyesham lupta pindo daka kriya. Now somebody says, sir, what is the harm in getting sankaras, Varana sankaras? So such unwanted children, naraka yeva, they will make life hellish. If Varana Sankara population increasing, they will make life hellish. So that's already happening in many places. They become majority, they gain votes, and then do all things which make life hellish for common people. And for whom they will make life hellish? They will make life hellish for everyone. Arjuna is saying, I kill them. So Krishna, you may say that, okay, their family, these guys, he was a wrong Kshatriya, and I kill his family, and in his family religion is spread, and life will be hellish for them. Arjuna is saying, no, Krishna, life will be hellish for them also and for us also. For everyone, life will be hellish. Varana Sankalpa, wherever he goes, he will make life hellish. Kulagnanam kulasya. In whose family the father has died, in his family also they will make life hellish, and those who have killed the family, in their family also life will become hellish. That is, everywhere life will be hellish. And Krishna, not only like women will be affected, children will be affected, they will make hellish life for everyone here, not only here, but past generations also. Like something 21st century people are doing, they are creating hell for 20th century generation also. How will That's what the Vedas teach. Vedas are very broad minded, and they teach that you can do good before the birth of somebody. You can do good while a person is alive. You can do good for a person even after he goes. That's Vedic care. So Arjuna told first before the birth how care should be given, and then during the birth, during the lifetime, and now he's talking in the future that patanti pitra hi. This thing, the forefathers, they will fall down. How will forefathers will fall down? Somebody may say. So what happens is, so there is a Pitr Loka. So like those who do average punya, good punya,
हो गया
they
हो गया.
they go to the Pitr Loka, and those who do extraordinary punya, they go to heaven. So generally, it is assumed that person will go to Pitr Loka. And it happens other way also. Like if somebody your karma is 100% punya karma, 90% you exhaust in swarga, 9% you exhaust in pitraloka, and then 1% you exhaust when you return to this earth. So whatever earthly opulences are, that is just 1% of your karma. Can you imagine how much pleasure will be there in the heaven and the pitraloka? That's not the point. The point here is that Arjuna is saying when they go to pitraloka, and then when 9% is exhausted, so that currency is exhausted and they will fall down naturally. But family tradition is such that the punya or the papa is earned in this earth. So the son will perform pindadan, pindo, the water and food he will offer. And due to this pious activity of worshipping the Lord, the the lifetime of the forefathers in the Pitraloka will increase. Like you keep offering pindan every year, so their life in the Pitraloka, they get pious activities by your like you perform pious activities for them, because earlier they did for you when you were small. They taught you how to do pindan, they taught you dharma, and now you're repaying back to some extent by doing pindan. Arjuna is saying that because you know because Krishna, nobody there and teach at home, then the son is watching, he's watching cricket and he's eating Maggie and eggs, and so where is the question of pindan to the father? Or father and father, they fall down from the Putrlo, and they will curse. You rascal, you made me fall down. Now I will give you curse. That curse is known as Pitra Dosh. So people get problem. They go to astrologer. He says there Pitra Dosh. That you are eating Maggie and you are watching cricket. You are watching TV. You are not doing Pindan. So so they have cursed you. Your father said, but that karma was not there with you when you came, when you landed here. Now your astrology chart is this thing. The planets have moved in such a way that dosh has also come up. Hare Hare. Arjuna is referred to very high thinking. Increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life for the entire world, everyone. For the family, destroy the family. Ancestors, families fall down. Oh, so, but Prabhupada is saying here that one who is engaged in devotional life is not required to perform such actions. Simply by performing devotional service, one can deliver hundreds and thousands of forefathers from all kinds of misery. It is stated in the Bhagavatam, Devarshi Bhuta Putrinam, Nayam Kinkaro, Nayam Ranicha Rajan, Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Sharanim, Gato Mukundam, Pariharti Karti. So, Deva, Rishi, Pitra, there are three kinds of people: Dev, Rishi, and Pitra. So, we are indebted to the demigods, they are providing us sunlight like that. So, we liquidate the debt by performing yagyas with the demigods. And for the forefathers, we do Pindan, and for the rishis, there is Swadhyay. So if you don't study scriptures, then you are obliged, or you have taken a loan from the sages, and due to that loan, you may have to go to hell. And Bhuta, people around, Apta, relatives, Nadam, human society in general, all these people, if you simply take shelter of Krishna, all these debts are cleared, then you'll be happy. So, yeah. Anvardi son will go to hell, father will go to hell. Doshe rehte kula gnana, varna sankar karkai, उत्सीदन्ते jati dharma, kula dharma cha sashvataha. Doshe, because of these faults, you know, in this varna sankar, you know, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Krishna, I mean, the whole world will be engaged. Nothing good will happen in the world. Nothing good will happen in the world because of all these reasons. And therefore, Krishna, you are telling me to fight. And because of, if I fight, then nothing good is going to come out of it. That's what his point is. Krishna, you are telling me to fight, nothing good is going to come out. Forefathers will fall down, they will not do any religion. Whole world will be chaos, and unwanted children will come out. What are you imploring me to do, Krishna? But uh, so Varna is Jati and Kula is like special rules, and Kshatriya, Varna Dharma destroyed, family Jati Dharma destroyed, Ashram Dharma disappears. And so we have to take care that we don't destroy the Varna Dharma or the Ashram. Varna Dharma especially is very difficult nowadays because it's a totally chaos society. And then even if somebody wants to live as a Brahmana, it's very difficult. Maybe probably it will die, or nobody can live as Kshatriya because they will not give him power to rule, or he is powerless. Everybody is powerless. Government of the Shudras, for the Shudras, and by the Shudras is running. So practically whole Varna is collapsed. But ashram certainly one can follow nicely. One should follow the particular rules of the ashram in a very um, dedicated way. We should uphold the dharma. That's our duty. So the first ashram is brahmacharya ashram, and that one is in a state of attached and detached. So he learns sense control is every knowledge is given to him, and after he graduates, and then he goes to grihasthash, and there he's told that like vivaha, there are vows. So the husband says to the wife that I I will whatever I have 50% I'll share with you. He promises. That's a promise to the wife. Whatever I have, 50% is yours. Hmm? And I will not leave you in any circumstance. Like you may develop cancer or something, whatever reason may be, I will not leave you. That's the promise from the husband. And the wife promises that, in your good or bad, I will always be with your side. I will also not leave you anytime. So this is what Vivaha Sanskar is actually, not simply, bam, 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 empty rituals and don't know what to do and simply some hodgepodge drama for one day. That's. So 50% he says, I give to wife. And what about the remaining? That Prabhupada says you give to Krishna. So Grihasthashram means 50-50. 50 for the wife, 50 for Krishna. Okay. And then sannyasi means 100% for Krishna. There is no wife. So that's ideally standard. But gradually in brahmacharya ashram is given knowledge. You have to 100% of give to Krishna. But currently you are in a quite this thing particular state, mode of passion very heavy. So you gradually learn detachment. Start with 50-50. Grihasthashram 50% for Krishna, 50% wife means wife, children, whole family, everything. And then wife and her expenses. And then gradually, by the time he reaches sannyas, he gives 100%. So that's what dharma is. It's ashram dharma. We should remember that this is our duty. By the time I die, there should not be any desire for anything material. It may not be possible immediately, but like 100 years, we have to keep that focus. Arjuna is so much focused. Just see, he's talking about all these things. Ashram dharma will be destroyed. Jati dharma. He's concerned about dharma. That's a good thing about Arjuna. Only thing is misapplying here. But the point is that he's concerned about her. उत्सान्न कुलधर्माणां मनुष्याणां जनार्दन नरके नियतं वासो भवति इति अनुशुश्रुमः. O Krishna, mentor of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family tradition are destroyed dwell always in hell. Anushushrumaha. It's a very important word. Anushushrumaha. Prabhupada, I'll just read for you what Prabhupada says. Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience, but on what he has heard from the authorities. That is the way of receiving real knowledge. Hari Hari. Whatever you speak, you should always quote whatever this knowledge you are giving. It is from where? Prabhuji, is it from WhatsApp Purana, from the YouTube Purana, from the Kali Purana? Kalki Purana is a bona fide Purana, but Kali Purana. So these are also various Kali Puranas divisions. One chapter is WhatsApp chapter, second is Wikipedia chapter, third is Quora, so is Hinduism, Stack Exchange, and unlimited platforms. So, so all you may be asked, Prabhuji, from where you are quoting. Your knowledge is from which Purana? Kali Purana is not a bona fide Purana, right? So Arjuna is saying here that whatever I am saying, I am not saying from Kali Purana. Krishna, it is from some Anusushroma. I've heard it. Disciplic success. Another point here. So here is saying here is that those whose family tradition are destroyed dwell always in hell. So now what happens is like it is also understood that sometimes mistakes happen. Like father trained his child, properly, but somehow or other he did mistake. He did some theft. He did some murder. He did something. So in that case, the father or the family tradition, they teach the method of prayashchit or atonement. So okay, you have done blunder, so you rectified. There are different procedures. There are 20 dharma shastras, Vasishta Smriti, Manu Smriti, and so many are there. Dharma shastras they are known as. So they prescribe atonement. So if the atonement is done before the death, then he does not get punished in the future. But if atonement is not done, let us say I did one murder. So after death, it multiplies 100x. Like the punishment which I will receive will multiply by 100x. Therefore, he's saying one who does not do prayaschitta, because his family tradition destroyed, so nobody taught him to do prayaschitta. He will naturally do some problem, and when he do, he will not do prayaschitta, and therefore they will dwell in hell. And always Arjuna is referring as for a long time. It's not eternal condemnation, it's long time. So, and one more important point here is that Narake Niyatam. Arjuna is having some idea of hell. That means Arjuna is having some idea of soul. Like they will go to hell. So he knows, something after the death, something is there which will go to hell. So that he's basing his arguments on that. But that simply knowledge of the soul is not complete. Why? Because the complete definition of the knowledge of the soul is Jive Sarubhoy Krishner Nitya Das. This point Arjuna is forgetting. He knows about I am not the body, I am the soul. He's having some understanding. But he's not having fully understand that I am a servant of Krishna. Therefore, I should follow what Krishna is saying. That is dharma for me. Are you understanding? So he's like his gyan is like impersonal. He's not having bhakti gyan currently. He seems to be covered over, although he knows about health. Similarly, I go to the example of jihadis. Last time they also get some similar promises. Do jihad and so they also have idea, but their idea is not we are Krishna Das. So that's the problem. Mm. So there's a verse here, Arjun quotes, Prayashchittam akurvan papeshu nirata naraha apashchat kashtan niraye yanti darunam. Those who do not perform prayashchitta after engaging in sin and are not repentant go to most terrible hells. So Prabhupada said that we need not do any prayashchitta. Prayashchitta is chanting Hare Krishna. But at the same time, one more line in the shloka is, and are not repentant. Certainly, we should feel repentance of doing something wrong. Yeah. अहोबत् महत् पापं कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयं यद्राज्य सुख लोभेन हन्तुं स्वजनम् उद्यता. Oh, but how strange! Mahat papam. We are going to commit such deep sins. Kartum vyavasita vayam. So now we are intent on killing our relatives. Swajan, again Swajan. Hantum Swajan udyatah. So Arjuna, what he's saying, try to understand carefully. He is saying, Krishna, it is so much sinful even to think of killing these people. He is saying, Krishna, I have already committed a great sin in even thinking of killing my Swajan. That means Arjuna is ready to take responsibility for even the mental offenses. How much careful he is. Are you understanding? He is saying, I have already done a great sin by even thinking to kill my relatives. I'm prepared to do that, and that itself is a great sin. Are leave fighting all the बहुत दूर की बात है. I'm already committed a sin. My Lord. So therefore, we have to carefully observe our mind. Sometimes mind may propose so many things. So Arjuna is carefully analyzing his mind, and he's saying, my mind has become very sinful. And one devotee who is in mode of goodness, he can see when his mind is becoming sinful. And then you will be saved. If you keep yourself in mode of passion and ignorance, you will not come to know when your mind is sinful. And that is greatest curse for you. He is in mode of goodness. He is able to understand. Alas, how strange it is that we are prepared to commit greatly sinful acts, driven by the desire to enjoy all happiness, we are intent on killing our business. So, driven by selfish motives, one may incline to such sinful acts, killing of one's own brother. Who killed one brother? Aurangzeb. Father? Kamsa. Mother? Huh? Bola? What is saying? Okay. So, like that, there are many instances in the history of the world. Arjun becomes saintly devoted to the Lord. He is always conscious of moral principles, therefore takes care to avoid such activities. What's your thoughts? Yadimam apratikaram sastram sastrapranayah dhartarashtram rane hanyus tanme shemataram bhavet. This is the conclusion is Krishna से अरे अर्जुन आप लड़ना नहीं चाह रहे बट ये तो लड़ना चाह रहे हैं ये तो आपको मार देंगे ना अरे आपकी साइड से सब ठीक है मैं आपके आर्गुमेंट सब मान गया लेकिन ये थोड़ी छोड़ने वाले हैं आपको Arjuna is saying in response you hear the response what he's saying Krishna is saying why don't they will not stop क्या होगा अभी बताइए आप क्या करना है what do you want to do now Arjuna saying यदि Krishna if apratikaram I am not fighting back ashastram I am not having weapons shastrapanaya they are having weapons and in the battlefield rane hanyums they kill me shemataram I will consider it a benefit to me. Hey, what are you saying? You are unarmed and you are not retaliating back and they kill you with weapons and that Arjuna is saying I'll consider it better I'll consider it good. He's saying like that he means to say that Krishna I thought of killing them that is such great sin I have done I have to do atonement I have to do prayashchit so it's a good prayashchit that they kill me and when they kill me so my prayashchit will be done and therefore it is a good thing for me. Hare Krishna. Let's see how everybody thinks. So one thing is here is that better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. All these symptoms are due to soft hardnesses resulting from being a great devotee of the Lord. So the jihadis do, like the Kshatriyas have a rule for fighting. They fight with equals. And if another is having arms, then only they will fight. If somebody is not having arms, they will not fight. And third, that whom they are fighting, he has to be attentive. If he's inattentive, and they will not just go and kill him. So they fight with equals, and they make sure that other one also is having arms, and they will not kill when they are inattentive. Jihad is exactly opposite. Fight, like they kill which are unequal. They kill women, children, so many are killed in there, and they are not armed at all, and they are not attentive at all. So jihad, they are doing great karma, bad karma. They suffer in hell. But Arjuna is, saying like that. So conclusion, he concludes, and finally, Dhritarashtra. So what happened? Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra what happened. So Dhritarashtra became very excited. Yes, what happened? Or it seems that Arjuna has flopped. Sanjay uvacha emuktva sankhye rathopastha upavishat visrajya sasaram chapam shoka samvigna manasah emuktva Arjuna sankhye रथो उपस्थ उपाविशत बैठ गया। गांडी हाथ में लेके खड़ा है, लड़ाई करने गया था, बैठ गया। And he did not even sit down. विसृज्य ससुरम चापम, he left गांडी, वो ऐसी साइड में रख दिया। चापम ससुरम, कुएर भी हटा दिया, गांडी रख दिया। सो कसम विघ्नमान, सर पकड़ like that, he sat down. हरि बोल, हो गया काम तो। This is what. So of course, like it's a Kurukshetra is a real battlefield, and battle actually happened. But sometimes analogy can be used when it is in accordance with the Sabda Purana. Interpretation in accordance with the original text can be used. But when interpretation is exactly opposite to the text, it can be used. So, the Gandiva bow represents the determination of a devotee to serve Krishna. So that was standing. And the protection, Anuman Puran, which Arjun saw, that protection, Anuman Puran, ate away all the determination. So when we see the word through our vision, it may appear that I am losing a lot by becoming a devotee. And therefore, the determination to serve Krishna goes down. So Arjun left his bow. So in one lecture, one of the initiation lectures, Prabhupada said that now you do not lament because you have given the reins of your chariot to Krishna. That means Prabhupada is saying that body is like a chariot, and you are telling Krishna, you drive, Arjuna, you drive my chariot. So, Krishna, you drive my chariot. Okay, fine. So thank you so much. And any questions if you have, you can ask. I'm sorry for becoming 1 minute late.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Who is this, Prabhu? Can you please raise your hand? Who is this? Acha, Dhananjay Prabhu, huh?
Prabhuji, I have one question. Like we study about varnas and ashrams. Like what was the purpose of kula in that case? Like
So see, like varna is a general category. Just like college, engineering college. Engineering college is general category, but in that there will be IIT, there will be NIT, there will be triple IT, some state college. So every college will have a specific set of rules. That is kula. So that the identification with the kula is even more. Are you understanding? Rather than a general category, the specific identification is even more. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, Prabhuji, and continuity to the same question only. Like in the establishment of dharma, how did this kula help? So even when there was the classification of kula, in particular varnashrama, how are kula more helpful in establishment of dharma?
हाँ तो kula means kula dharma. I mean, like particular family, they are protecting the religion very carefully. That is what is meant by kula, not simply atheistic kula. No, no, that's not the point. Like, they were very carefully trained. They are coming from Chandravams from long time. So that line of dharma they are following, and because of this kula, the Kurus, they were the rulers of the entire world. Entire world was being ruled by them. You are understanding? So they were quite serious responsibility. Okay. Okay, Hiralal Prabhu had raised a hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hiralal Prabhu, can we get your darshan?
Prabhuji, I am in the bus. Sorry.
Okay, please tell me.
Prabhuji, you tell about the Varsane and one word in using in between class. So what means the Varsane means you tell about the you killer of the your Vansha. So please
हाँ तो
explain about
हाँ
Varsane.
Varshna, he told that Krishna, you are Varshna means you belong to Vrishni dynasty, so you protect your kula. But why you are intent on killing the Kuru kula? Like he's contrasting. Krishna, you protect Vrishni dynasty very carefully. Why do you want to kill my Kuru kula? Why do you want to kill Pandav kula? Like that is okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.